What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with the next cleanup video. This is the second one that I pulled from the 007 Dynasty War. Let's get right to it. J Money was taking this one on, and this was not the first attack on this base. It was kind of interesting. Looking at this base, you think, okay, not the best base. The queen's too exposed. You can take her out without a jump or anything. Then from there, you can take the kill squad wherever you want to. You would think you could take it out, but it seemed like it was just one of those bases that, and it happens sometimes, it just keeps giving you trouble. Even though on the surface it seems pretty easy, it just tends to mess you up. So the attack that Jay Money did was a good plan, and basically what the cleanup does is just a variation of that. Drops a minion up here to start taking out some of these storages because he's going to do a king swap, just suicide king, take the queen out, she'll jump the wall and take her out later in the attack. Let's start off with just a couple of golems going down, wizards to create the funnel here, and wall breakers into this compartment. Then has a jump spell. I think he places right here to let them go through. But the king comes out and sort of slows the queen down a little bit. He steps outside this wall, so she kind of reroutes, comes back, and then back in, which allows his kill squad to take too much damage from the CC troops. Does drop the poison form, drops a rage, and all. Does not drop the rage for CC troops. Drops a poison form. They do go down. From there, he's got like quad Teslas right here around this expo. So what J Money does is come in strong with his hogs here, which is good, and drops a heal form, but also drops a rage here. So he's used two spells right on top of that. I personally think it was a mistake. I think it was too much to invest in that one small section of the base. If anything, I would have just changed the direction and came at them with my kill squad. But to use two spells on your hogs right there, I think I would have grabbed that third heal spell for later in the attack. Then from there, they do make it through, obviously, get through the base and start working their way in. The king swap goes perfectly, and then he starts sprinkling in a few hogs on the remainder defenses, and I think he just spreads his hogs too thin. He does lose a few hogs here because there is skeleton traps and those quad Teslas in that expo there, so it does lose a few hogs there. But then again here, he loses a few to spring traps, a few die to just defenses. I think they were just spread too thin just for one more heal. If anything, keep your hogs when you've got just that few of heals and you're using two of your three spells right there locally. I would say do it with a third heal that way, or keep your hogs all together so you're getting more benefit out of your heals. When he drops that second heal, I think in this area right here, not a lot of hogs in it, honestly, and just sort of peters out. Pretty much did a good job on the base, but this last little section that he just didn't have enough juice for takes him out. And we'll watch the attack and come back to the drawing board, see how it was cleaned up. All right, here we go on the attack. Again, drops that one minion up top. So let's hit start taking out some of those storages. Just a lot of HP up there. He's got to get that king sort of a little bit deeper. Also, that sort of breaks a funnel and forces his king to go the right direction. You see the golem down here, both of them on that cannon, just creating the funnel. Everything gets taken out there. That's great. Wall breakers go right in, open up that wall. Queen's behind it. Here everything goes. Got the witches down. I'm sorry I didn't mention the witches, but obviously they got deployed right there as well. Now here's the king steps out on a weird angle and sort of makes that queen hold up and take him out as the CC troops are coming out. There's really nothing to take them out. And as you see, the witches here, I think they get taken out pretty quickly because that Valk in there, the skeletons are going to go down. Actually, they might survive there. I thought they went down, but anyways, queen finally takes the king down, reroutes. But you see that even some of those Valks and stuff are up there completely away from the queen. Finally drops the poison. Should have held on to that poison at that point. It was too late really to get a lot of benefit out of it. The queen had finally engaged. Could have used it on these back end, on these skeletons that pop right here. You see the rage go down. There's the skeletons start to chase them. They're standing in the heel. A few hogs going down, but not too bad. Here come, you see the queen went down up top. That was perfect. The few hogs being sprinkled in here, they've got no heal for them. See these hogs up here, they're on their own. They got skeletons on them. They got point defense on them. When he drops that heal right there, look at that. What's he got? 3, 4 hogs in it. I think that was the major mistake here. I would have brought the third. I would have brought the third heal, and I would have kept my hogs more bunched up, give them more benefit for those heals. But really not a bad attack at all. You see pretty high percentage 2-star, or actually I think it's a 2-star here. Just that one little section of the base just sort of didn't have a plan for, didn't have the juice for. But again, not a bad attack by any stretch. So let's get back to the drawing board. Look how Noah cleaned it up for us. All right, looking back at the base, Noah brought just a beautiful adjustment and attack for this one to finally finish it off. You can see he brought 6 minions and just spreads them out up top here, which I thought was really smart. they're completely safe, and they can just immediately start working on all that high HP, which is going to save him time later in the attack and make a nice little path right for the king to come in there. Obviously, the king does come in and takes the queen out when that time comes. Besides that, just drops his queen down here and drops 2 healers on there. I really like this because you didn't overinvest in healers. Guys, if you've got a decent level queen, which obviously knows is better than decent, but even if you had a level 20 queen, look at what's in this area. He's never going to be encountering more than 1 point defense at a time, ever, until it makes entry into the base. There's no need for 4 healers or 3 healers or whatever. You can do it with 2. Maybe could even done it with 1. I think 2 is the right number on this one, though. Drops a wizard down, breaks this funnel. Queen walks her way down. Miniature walk. Very, very small walk. Just takes out some defenses. Right here, CC troops start coming out. Drops a poison spell on them. Does not have a rage even in the army composition. He elects for the 3rd heal, which I think is the right move. Drops a jump spell like right here. Gonna let everything in. Obviously, the king swap over there. Sends the 2 golems in. Wizard down here to create the funnel this direction. And then from there, it's time to start sending his hogs in. He comes at a different angle. Comes in from the bottom pretty heavy initially, but there's not a lot hitting them here. You see these point defense go down really quickly. Comes in just with a more traditional surgical style. Takes these out as they start moving their way through because this is already dead. As they start moving their way through, just reinforces with more hogs. When the Teslas start popping, drops his first heal spell. Finally, I think drops a few more hogs here, maybe here. Second heal spell right there, but again, he's getting more for it. All of his hogs are standing in at this point. He doesn't have them all spread out. He just sort of reinforced that surgical, let them group back up, and then finally, as they move their way through, it gets a little bit of a split here. These go down. As the hogs move their way through, he drops the final heal spell here, and that allows even these hogs that split to come back into the fold, get the benefit of that last heal spell. So really, the story of this one to me was just a little bit better angle and keeping those hogs in a tighter pack to allow them to all get the benefit of those heal spells, plus bringing the 3rd heal spell. Got him 3-star. Let's watch Noah do it. All right, here we go with Noah's attack. You're going to see again the minions go down up top first and foremost. Actually, drops the queen first. Lets her start on her queen walk, but then gets those minions down. Let him start taking out some of those high HP buildings and creating that path for the king to get in there to that queen. Drops that wizard down just for his insurance policy. Really don't think he even needed it. The queen was already heading this direction. She does her miniature walk, steps up, grabs that archer tower, grabs the wizard tower, and just starts working her way down. So here she goes. The minions doing their thing up there, starting to take out some of those storages. The first golem goes down and then creates the funnel there on that army camp and that builder's hut. Everything's going to go in here in just a moment. He's going to actually drop the jump spell. No wall breakers on this one because he can get as deep as he wants to right there. He doesn't even have to get very deep into this base. Both of the giant bomb spots, you'll see they both get triggered right here handy. Drops that poison on the CC troops. Healer's still on his queen. No rage here for him, so he goes ahead and uses the ability. He doesn't want that balloon propping up over the top of her. But right here, the king goes down. Queen's already out. He's going to go in, take her out really quickly. And here comes the hog part of the attack. He wants to let that archer tower go down. As soon as it does, he knows right there, the second double bomb set triggers. His hogs are completely safe. Just drops them down in those 2 groups. Again, a little bit just not much damage coming their way, so no need for a heal here. Reinforces the group as they start to go to more defenses. And then here comes the first heal spell. Knows that he's going to need it on those Teslas and that air defense where hogs are going to start slowing down right here. Drops his last few hogs in, gets them back again, but really he's not spreading them out. Look how in close proximity all his hogs are. They're all standing in that same hill right there. Big, big difference. They take out these few defenses. He gets a nice little split here. Some go to the core. Just a few, just about the right number, goes up to the top, loses some to a spring trap, but grabs that mortar, and then here they join right back up, back in that last heal spell with his main group of hogs. So beautiful attack. Couldn't have done it any better. There's really no critique on anything he did in this attack. Just absolutely beautiful. Completely crushed that base. Got it out of our hair because it was bothering us. Good job, Noah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from One Hive reminding you guys to suck less.